I just finished running my first marathon like 2 weeks ago. And so leading up to that, I was running almost 40 hours a month.
Simona Leticia practices every morning just as she's done in the past. Her passion is running, but this year things are different.
I feel that overall it's the best it can be during this unprecedented time. But it's kind of difficult because I don't really know my teammates that well, or the new ones. And I really like playing sports because of the competition, and because we don't have any competitions or games or anything like that. That's kind of disappointing, but it's okay because we'll get back to it eventually.
It's definitely interesting. It's very unique.
Amanda Swaley is the athletic director at Kennedy High School. This is the first year the school has tried virtual athletics.
Coaches are allowed to engage with student athletes as if they were in season. However, everything is taking place online. So there's a bunch of different activities arranged. So in the fall season, there were county guest speakers, there were sport-specific guest speakers.
In addition to guest speakers, student athletes continue to work to keep their skills sharp and consult with coaches.
It's a little bit frustrating just because we haven't gotten to see or connect with our athletes as we usually do. But at the same time, we get a lot of interest from athletes that we wouldn't ordinarily see. So that's always a good sign. And it's online, so it's not volleyball exactly, but we're doing the best that we can.
Simona participates in 2 virtual athletics at Kennedy, indoor track and field and swimming.
It's very, very different because when we were doing in-person swim and dive, we would practice twice a week. We would have pasta parties on Friday. We would have almost a half to full day of competition on Saturdays. And I felt like we really got to know the teammates because we were seeing each other 4 times a week, not at school. We would drive to practice together. I think that it's really hard because a big part of sports is really knowing your team and having that team spirit. But because we aren't seeing each other every day, practicing, competing together and building each other up, that's been really difficult.
Participating in sports can be challenging on its own, especially in a COVID environment.
The kids having to figure out where their priorities are, and their priorities are with their family, making sure they stay safe and healthy. And then we're just trying to make the virtual athletics as interesting and fun and beneficial for the kids as possible so that when they do come, it is something that they enjoy.
Some students who want to participate are finding it challenging to balance school, work, and athletics.
I think kids are still interested in participating. It's a little bit different. The numbers have been affected, but also a lot more kids have different priorities now, and that includes a lot of them, more kids than ever before, I find, are having part-time jobs, and they're helping to support their family, and that's where their priorities are, and I understand that. I just hope that they work with their coaches, because most coaches are extremely flexible right now, and if you communicate with them, you can still be part of a virtual team and still also maintain your schoolwork and work that job.
Simona thinks trying to find a balance is worth it.
It's kind of cool to be becoming friends with kids from different schools that I wouldn't know otherwise, and I'll later be competing, when we get back to competing.